And here we are in Santiago de Querétaro. Querétaro lies right in the heart of Mexico, right there. And it's a city full of color, where you can walk for hours and find beauty around every corner. All the houses that you're seeing right now are in the historic center, which was declared a World Heritage Site by the UNESCO, and were built between the 16th and 17th centuries. One of the interesting features you can find here are the many churches, which come in all types of sizes and colors. Walking around the city, you will find many historic buildings, with this one being one of the important ones during the Mexican Revolution. And some even appearing in movies, such as this one. Querétaro also honors many of its heroes with impressive monuments, as well as a pantheon where most of them are buried. Some of them I will go into detail in the next episode. The city also has an aqueduct built in the 18th century, which stretches across a big part of the city. And one of my favorite bits of the city is the pyramid of Querétaro, which is called El Cerrito. But I will go into it in more detail in a future episode. One of the interesting events happening here in Querétaro are the Fiestas de la Cruz. Happening between the 12th and 15th of September, they are a must-see when you happen to be in the area. This tradition dates back to the 16th century and is done to celebrate an interesting battle that occurred during the colonial times. At first I actually thought it was only a parade, but in the end they actually dance. And it looks like this. These dancers are called the concheros, and they represent the indigenous people that fought during that battle. And where there is a battle, there are injuries. But that does not stop the show. According to the legend, the Spanish were fighting the indigenous people, and the Spanish were losing. When the battle almost seemed lost, a lunar eclipse happened and the indigenous people fled. At the same time, the Spanish also saw what they thought was an image of Saint James, here in Mexico called Santiago. And thus the Spanish won this battle. At the site of this battle, they erected a church, which is known as La Cruz, which can be seen in some of the images in the background. This battle would not win them the war, but nonetheless it was a decisive victory. It is said that after the Spanish had won, that Querétaro was one of the cities where the indigenous people and the Spanish actually lived quite harmoniously compared to other places in the nation. And of course, with any festivity comes the food. Here you can find anything from elotes to enchiladas and many more Mexican specialties. Meanwhile, the dances go on until the night. The closer you get to the top of the hill where the Spanish built the church, you will find more and more people, as well as more and more dancers, to the point where it's almost impossible to film. And between all these people, you will also find little shops where you can buy little trinkets. And then finally, at the top of the hill is the church, La Cruz. During this event, I also took some pictures. Here I'll put you some of my favorites. Hopefully you'll enjoy. I still struggle sometimes with my camera to choose between filming or taking pictures. I love both, but taking pictures does have a special place in my heart. Although I feel like I suck at both for now, but there's always room for improvement. And I am satisfied with how some of these pictures look, especially the two last ones. So thank you for watching this episode of The Heart of Mexico. And again, I'm very sorry for the big delay, almost a week. But we've been busy here moving into the house. Yes, it's night, you don't see it due to the beautiful view. We're still missing our curtains, but they're coming in a week. And so yeah, like a lot of stuff has been going on this past few weeks. We've been moving in, I started some Spanish classes. I speak Spanish now. And we've even appeared in the newspaper, in the Diario de Querétaro, if you can see, in this one. If we go to page social, we appeared. Why are you laughing? Tali is laughing in the background. Yes, this is awkward. We appeared because we went to a party of one of Natalia's friends. This is us, right there. It's a bit bigger even. It's exciting. But yeah, so I'll still try. Okay. I'll still try to keep this series weekly, but I cannot guarantee that it will always be here on Tuesdays. Because it's much more work than I expected. But let's see. But I'm having a lot of fun making them, especially this one, as it was a very great one with the Fiesta de las Cruces and all that. Like, and the city is so beautiful, so there was much to talk about. And hopefully you'll like next week's episode, or this week's episode, as this is almost Monday. Well, it is already Monday. Which will be about the 15th of September, Independence Day. That was a fun one. So hopefully I'll get it out this week. I'm trying to shoot for Thursday. No promises, but I'll try to keep this weekly. And so yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe I'm supposed to say that, and give a like and share and send to everybody so I get a lot of views. No, I'm just showing to you guys how this looks. See you in the next one. That's what people do.